Hey everybody, this is video log day 4. I don't really have any set plan on like how many days I'm going to be doing this, and that might be really useful, because it'll give me something like a target goal. So I'm just gonna say, like, my target goal is gonna be every day, doing one a day, at least one a day, every day until July 1st. And that way that is a set point. And then I can choose from there, whether or not I find it valuable, but at least, I would like to stay on video log with my commitment to June being alcohol free, alcohol, tobacco, and coffee free. Let's start with something like, so I'm going to share a little bit about why I'm doing these logs. One of the things that has been really helpful for me, and it's supported me a lot in terms of maintaining my clarity, finding clarity when I'm in chaos. It's just a really great reflection for me. Given like some of the conditioning, like the social anxieties, things like that, it was really a way for me to get what was on my mind out in a cohesive way. It would allow me to see what's going on beneath the surface, and it would allow me to find a thread of consciousness that I could say whatever I needed to say. And sometimes, like, simply just that expression is enough to just like free up a bunch of mental space, mental emotional space, really. And I got to a point where I started developing my own journaling style, because I started to notice judgments and criticisms and things like that would show up often with myself. Like, literally, I'm just writing down things and I'm judging myself about what I'm writing. And so I did this thing where it was like, I just gave myself full permission to just say whatever the fuck was on my mind. And it didn't have to be perfect. It didn't have to be anything. I got some tonic green powder on my nose. And so that's kind of the way that I wanted to do these video logs, because I didn't want to sit on here and read my journal entries. You know, like, a lot of them are really good. And when I could allow myself to get out of my own self-editing, self-criticism, all of that shit, and actually just allow, like, whatever's there to flow. Like, I literally have journal entries where I'm like, I don't want to be fucking writing right now, but I'm writing anyway. And, you know, like, I would just say whatever there was to say, whatever was on my mind. Like, there's one that's just like tacos, salami, like butterflies, kangaroos, you know, like, just whatever came to my mind. Like, I just wrote it down, and it was just like, I don't care how much shit that I have to sift through. Eventually, like, something's gonna come online, and whatever needs to get out of the way first can get out of the way. So essentially, that's what I'm doing here, just through verbal communication instead, which I think is helpful in its own way. Excuse me. Okay. One of the ways that I bring it back when I'm journaling is I just say what I'm present to. Like, I just bring it back to myself. What is my experience? You know, and right now, my experience is I'm sitting outside in one of my favorite places in the world. Like, it's like so fucking awesome. And the temperature is, like, the weather is perfect. Like, absolutely perfect. It's like, it's that kind of like skin temperature, you know, where it's just like you're not hot, you're not cold, you're not cool, you're not warm, you're just like neutral. That's what it feels like. There's a nice like breeze blowing, birds are chirping, this little creek is running, surrounded by really awesome plants. Got pawpaw trees and stinging nettles and let's see what else, you know, just some really beautiful natural environment. I'm gonna sit up a little bit. I'd like to keep these below 15 minutes because I found out that YouTube, if it's over 15 minutes, you have to verify the account, and I'm doing this all through mobile. I am going to go somewhere today and use their Wi-Fi, hook up with my laptop, and see if I can figure out how to get those other videos uploaded. Yeah, I feel really good today. I notice a little anxiety. Just really gonna take a moment to get present. Bring in that I am body presence, you know, feeling myself grounded, feeling the heaviness of my body against this bench, the wind touching my skin, blowing through my clothes. Just taking a moment to be still. Just noticing where there's tension in my body. And then just gently letting that go. Feeling my diaphragm fill with air. And then letting that breath go. Feeling my heart beating. That's just a small walkthrough of a way that I bring myself to the moment. And it feels really good. Um, the one thing I do want to talk about is my experience of these video logs. I posted them last night to YouTube. I uploaded them. And immediately, like, I was excited about it. I felt like I said what I had to say, you know, and it was like, okay, this feels good. And then like an hour and a half later, you know, there was like 1 or 2 likes, like a couple comments, and I was just like, oh, immediately, vulnerability, like, bad idea, like, don't let people know. They're gonna think you're crazy. They're gonna, you know, whatever. And, you know, and it just took some time to like process those experiences, just let that move through. And, you know, a big part of it is like that fear of judgment, fear of, you know, like if I show them, like, surely they're gonna think, you know, something bad, or, you know, just like huge fear of what other people might think. And that's okay. And that doesn't have to dictate my experience, you know? It doesn't have to dictate my choices, my actions, my, you know, it doesn't have to alter the trajectory of my process, like me putting it out there. But I wanted to, man, I so wanted to be like, man, just take these down, just do it for yourself. You don't have to, you know, you don't have to share this. And I don't, and I really don't. And if it came to a point where that was authentically like my feeling, I would take it down. Because I think it's important to care for myself in that way. This is, in a lot of ways, like vulnerable information. You know, and I'm really like putting my heart out there. And not always is that, you know, I would have to make sure that I felt safe enough to do that. Yeah, so I think I'll probably continue posting them. No, I am continuing to post them. And this is, like I said, this is literally just to put out the work. You know, this is to like just this is starting. Like the best time, you know, it's like that saying, like the best time to plant a tree was 5 years ago. So you might as well plant one now. It's kind of like that. It's like I can't grow in this way if I don't ever start. And so, you know, hopefully there's some value for people in it. There's like, and if not, that's okay. There is value in me just doing it. That's kind of what that's my intention to stay connected to. It's 14 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and start wrapping it up. Get on to my day. I'm getting some wine yeast for the mead that I'm making later. And I'm headed into work soon. Yeah, so again, if you watched, if you listened, thank you. Yeah, enjoy your day, enjoy your life. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.